Now, the moment that I fell in love with Rick was at the prison, right in the beginning when they were cleaning it out. And, well, they already found the surviving prisoners, Thomas and those guys, I forget, Axel
and
was
Herschel's leg had come off.
Yes, and Herschel did get his leg cut off then, because he got bit.
And that was Rick's heroics.
Yes.
At work again.
Yes. And where I fell in love with Rick was when they had already had this confrontation with the surviving prisoners, and he told the leader guy, I guess, prisoner, Thomas, that they were going to stay on one side and they were going to stay on the other, and they would help them clear it out. And then, of course, Thomas, who everybody already knew that he was marked for death because he was, you know, bucking the system. And after he tried to throw Rick into walkers, and then Rick took that machete and whoop, right to the head.
Yes.
I was like, I love you, Rick. I loved Rick then. But yes, I was, because he was doing what needed to be done, just like Shane would have done, and everybody booed. I want to say it again, booed and hissed Shane for doing what needed to be done. But anyway.
Now wait a minute, was that before he was talking to the imaginary people on the phone?
Yes,
or
before, because Laurie is not dead.
Okay. Yeah.
And but yeah, so that's when I fell in love with Rick, when that happened. Okay, so they're getting stuff. Let's see what the prisoners dealing with that. You got Woodbury going on. Yes, the one rogue prisoner. You know, caused that panic, let the walkers in the prison.
Oh yeah.
And that's when they were all trying to, you know, I guess fight the walkers that came in, and that's when T-Dog got bit. And then he sacrificed himself so that Carol could live. And what else? Oh, and then Laurie did it. You know, she died.
Then Rick had his breakdown.
And that's the scene where Carol and Maggie came out. Maggie had the baby, had Judith, and Rick, you know, wasn't a lot of talking, but, you know, he knew what happened, and he knew that Carl had to take Laurie down, so he just lost it, and he was just crying and showing all that emotion, and that was a very powerful scene too, because it, yeah.
And that's also when because he goes back into the prison where Laurie had died and finds a very stuffed zombie.
But did that zombie eat Laurie?
I don't know.
Everybody says that. I don't know.
And if you're a zombie and you're eating, it must go in the stomach.
But there's no digestion.
But there's no digestion, so it just stays.
But if he ate a whole human adult, wouldn't his stomach be bigger? I mean, where's the head?
You would think so.
Where's the head? Like, there was nothing left. Did he eat Laurie? I don't know.
And then you kind of start questioning, if you're going to think about it that way, you kind of start questioning, because there's a lot of zombies that we've seen out there, and they all just feed like crazy when they find something to eat, but we don't see zombies with big bellies.
Yeah, where does the food go? Where does the food go? But was it Laurie? I mean, I think we believe it was Laurie that he ate.
Yes. I think we were made to make that connection.
But now I could see if he came and was eating on Laurie, ate some pieces of her. But
maybe they should have left some parts of her, making it more realistic.
The head, did he eat skull?
Can they?
But to be honest, I don't care. Laurie's dead. Eat her. Eat the whole thing. Eat it all. Probably spit it out because it probably didn't taste good. But but anywho, so yeah, Laurie's dead. The baby's here now. They need stuff, and Michonne arrives with the stuff.
And they named the baby.
Yes.
Little ass kicker.
Yeah, that was
first.
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah.
And then Judith.
And then Judith. That was
that was Carl's name. That was
no. Oh, no Maritas.
Oh, yeah.
I can't think of his name. Is that but yes, all that happened, the Woodbury stuff. The governor comes, he's this crazy lunatic, got heads in his room that he's looking at.
Is it
in
like aquariums?
Yeah. Yes. Heads up there.
I wonder is it just water he has them in, or some kind of solution to keep it fresh?
I don't know. Would you need? Could you? Because if it was water, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But and his Penny, his zombified child that he's keeping, and he's brushing the hair and I hated that thing. That piece of hair came and you saw the head.
Yes.
I did not like that. But yeah, he's good and messed up. And Andrea, seeing all that, still stayed with him.
Now she didn't know about the child though, right?
Well, no, she didn't know about the child, but she knew.
Because at least that would have changed.
Well,
I mean, anybody.
Well, they had the fighting zombie pit thing, and she was okay with that.
And then she said that she liked it. Andrea did.
Yeah, she sure did.
Later,
she sure did.
I kind of wonder about that because she was so averse to it at first, and then later on she tells him that, oh, I actually liked it or something like that.
But she never, like he said,
is that
she
just
never left.
Him?
I think it is, yeah, because she never left. If she didn't, well, I don't know. If she didn't like it, I would have thought that she would have left.
Right.
So, well, maybe she did like it. I don't know. But yeah, so that happened. The Woodbury, the fight. The first fight, I guess they won, and the Woodbury people leave, and then the governor shoots all the people, his own people. And Martinez and that other guy were the most ridiculous people on the planet. You saw the man shoot down everybody, and you still standing there, and they got in the truck with him.
Is it because you're so scared?
But they're big time people. They're big time guys, shooting and carrying on and kill the soldiers. But yeah, you saw this man shoot down everybody, and you still that didn't even make any sense to me. And this he was oh no, I'm trying to think of who all died. Well, Lori. Who else? Did Axel die in that? Or did he die in the second governor fight? I think he died in that one.
Possibly, I don't know.
Well, and then still Michonne is there. They're getting acquainted with Michonne. Is that all for season 3? All the highlights? Oh, wait, season 3?
Yeah. When did they get sick?
Oh,
just
that's
the regular
season 4.
virus sick.
That's in season 4. But also in season 3, I believe that's where Carl gunned down that boy. Yes. Remember when he was with Herschel and all the governor's people were running, and the one boy said, okay, I surrender, and he was turning his gun, and Carl goes, blam!
Yes.
And then Herschel turns and tells Rick he gunned that boy down, because Carl said he did what he had to do, but then Rick said no. I mean, Herschel said no, he gunned that boy down.
Yep.
But yeah, that was a dark place. So you saw Carl headed down this dark road.
Well, he just had to kill his mom, so I guess killing some random person he doesn't know is not a huge stretch for him.
And also I believe that he was thinking, because he even said that, they didn't kill, some people they didn't kill and they did bad things.
Right.
So you got to kill them while you can get them. Kill them, don't let them get away, kill them. And I think that's what he was thinking. Well, he, I guess, learned from all of that. Okay, now we're going to season 4.
And is that when they start getting sick?
Yes, because Rick is doing the farming. He has the farm, and he takes away the guns.
Get the pigs.
I know you should say the pigs. Where are their wild pigs? They were wild pigs.
They look like.
Well, you had domesticated.
They don't look like pigs. Wild boars. They look like actual pigs. Farm
But
pigs.
there were like farms. I mean, that's Georgia. And I'm sure those animals are roaming about.
I assumed that the walkers would have just kind of gone through and taken out most of the livestock.
And they probably did go through a lot of it. But I mean, I'm sure there were some that could get away. I mean, the walkers are slow. So Rick is trying to change Carl. So he's doing the farming, and they took their guns away. What else happens? Oh, Bob comes into the picture. Alcoholic Bob, who I do not, still don't like. Because I don't know how you can have a substance abuse issue in a post-apocalyptic world.
You can't.
It doesn't make any sense to me how you can be an alcoholic.
And you're a liability for everybody.
Yes, you are. Yes. And also we met Lizzie and Mika. Also.
Oh, yes.
The crazy.
Oh.
Lizzie. And also, like you were saying, the infection or the flu or whatever it was, and what happened
with what Carol did.
Yes, what did Carol do
for the good of everyone? Or that was the spirit.
Yeah,
it's the spirit
of the good of everyone, doing what you need to do to survive, and for the survival of everyone else. You're gonna, you know, take away the threat, and the threat at that time was the sickness, and people who are sick are a threat, so they have to be put down.
Yes.
But why did she burn them? Why did you burn them? Oh, well, I guess the
because
burning
of the sickness.
The sickness.
To kill the sickness.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, and we had, we also met Tyrese and Sasha.
Yes.
And I forget the guy's name and his son who was with them. Right? I don't remember names, but there was a guy, because remember the wife got bit when they were running away. Let's see. Sasha got sick and Glenn was sick. They went out, I think a group of them, Michonne, Daryl, Bob, Tyrese went to get medicine. Oh yeah, Tyrese did that. Well, even before they went on the supply run to get the medicine, Tyrese was all messed up because Karen was murdered, and he went ham on Rick, and then Rick twisted and went ham on him.
Yes. And
it was a big mess. And they both had, well, I think Tyrese was really messed up. He had a swole eye, his eye was swole shut.
But at what point is that in the season, Rick finds out that Carol did what she did?
Yes. Yes, because she was banished.
Right.
She was banished. He banished her. So, because he didn't trust her around, he said his kid.
Right.
Because she's killing people. Killing innocent people. But she's, you know.
I mean, she had, her mindset was killing to save others.
Yeah, that's
so it wasn't.
But why didn't she tell someone that was what, you know?
Because she knew nobody would.
Because you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Maybe she said, well, we need to kill the people that are sick before, to stop the infection. People would have said, are you crazy? We're not killing people. Well, yeah, I guess. Well, I guess she had a
defended Shane when he killed.
No, that was a different situation because you knew 100% Carl was going to be dead. Now, it's a 50-50 chance that anybody else was going to get.
They actually got better from that. I kind of, when they first started getting sick, and I think, wasn't it a kid that first died when he was taking a shower?
Yeah, the guy with the glasses. Yeah, I can't remember his name.
I guess, I don't know, when they started getting sick, my mindset was that if you get sick, you're gonna die. And I think that's what Carol thought.
Yeah, well, the one boy did die. But still, though, you killing people. But anyway, so Tyrese is all messed up, and he was, you know, I guess had a death wish because he wouldn't get out of the car, and then the zombies surrounded him. But him and his hammer, he somehow wailed and fought his way out of it. Let's see what else happened. And then on the other, the governor's story, they had this governor's story that I didn't really care for so much. He ran into Tara, her sister, and her daughter, and he started his own little group. And Martinez, who I think is ridiculous, for letting him back in, knowing that he's some crazy half-wit maniac. So he got what he got, and he deserved for being ridiculous. And then, of course, he had the massive governor attack on the prison.
And that's when Herschel got decapitated.
Got his head chopped off.
And that's also when you see that because Herschel's head, after decapitation, is going. Like he's a zombie.
Yeah,
so even if you cut the
head off
completely,
You gotta hit the brain.
Yeah.
You gotta hit the brain. So yeah, Herschel did zombify.
You would think the spinal cord would have, but
I don't know, they said the brain. You saw the CDC.
Yeah.
But okay, so the prison is destroyed, and they all go their separate ways, and then you got, you know, this person, that person.
Which felt kind of sad right then, because you felt like the prison, that's such a safe place if you make it somewhere where you can actually sleep at night, and all of a sudden now they're back at square one, it feels like. And
it was fortified. But the only thing just going back to the sickness, I didn't understand why they did not close their cell doors. Because if they had closed their cell doors at night, that wouldn't have spread. You know, when the guys died in zombie, there would be no, it wouldn't have been like...
And you would just want to do that anyways.
Yes, because who
even
knows,
if nobody's
a zombie could come in at any moment.
Yes.
You just don't know. Or someone can die. But yeah, that I just had to say that, because I was like, why didn't they just close their doors? And why, with all those people in there, was Rick's group the only group that knew how to kill zombies? Because the people that were there didn't know how to kill. They had to come in there and kill.
Now, that was also when Carol was given lessons to all the kids.
Oh yes, which was good, you know.
Yeah,
that was good. They needed to learn how to defend themselves.
Now, at the end of that season, is that when we think that Judith is dead because she's gone from the car seat?
Yes, and I was somewhat pleased. And I know what that's, I know, boo me, but I thought that Judith was a liability, and she had no business being alive.
I think everybody has to think that, because how do you keep a baby in a zombie apocalypse? They're loud, they scream, they attract zombies everywhere you go.
And you need certain things that they can or can't eat. They can't just eat anything. I mean, it's just... And you carry it, you can't run, and you always have to run. And I remember Daryl made a statement to Herschel one time when they were going, I think when they were going on the trip for the meds, he was going to go, and he said something to the effect of, well, when it comes down to it, we always have to run. And he realized, you know, with his one leg, he's not running anywhere.
So wait, if Shane was alive and Judith was there, what would that look like? Like
him taking care of his baby. Judith, your daddy is Shane.
He would have just...
Judith has no parents. Her parents are dead. Her parents are dead. Judith's parents are dead. The only living relative that she has is Carl.
Yep.
And that's her half brother.
Yep.
That's the reality for her. Hopefully somebody will tell
would Shane have kept her alive through...
Oh yeah, Shane would have kept... Oh yeah, because he was all about his family. You know, that was Lori and Judith and Carl. That was his family. He was going to do whatever he could to protect his family. And that's why Otis got deaded.
I think we have to address the fact that Judith looks like a Gerber baby throughout the...
Yes, she's always clean. And she's wearing that designer sweater. And just cute hair.
Yeah, nice. The clothes never even look dirty on her.
No, and she was very,
and I mean, you have a baby that's
healthy baby for there not being any baby food or anything.
Exactly.
Like that. Very healthy.
And you think a baby spits up or anything like that, but she just always looks perfect.
Clean. And where are all the Pampers coming from? Where's the formula? No, you didn't. Especially when they left the prison, you didn't have all that.
No.
You didn't have all that. But anywho, so that's for season 4. So it's Herschel that was gone, dead.
Yep. That was kind of sad.
Oh yeah, that was, because you know that affected Maggie and Beth in a major way. Yeah. But everybody loved Herschel also, especially Rick. You know, they were very close. So.
And Glenn and Herschel got really close.
Oh yeah, because he thought of Glenn more as a son. Let's see. Okay, so season 5, where they're all scattered about and they're in groups of different. The whole Daryl Beth thing, I didn't even care for. It didn't have to happen.
No,
I didn't. There was no need for that. I didn't like it. I liked Daryl, but the Beth part I didn't.
Yeah,
I don't even know what that.
I don't even know what that was.
How did that? Did it add anything?
I don't even quite understand it. I mean, what they were up to and what kind of relationship they had.
Yeah, was it?
I don't
they
even
like
know.
each other. But you know, for 1 minute, I thought that Daryl was kind of liking her because remember when they were in, what was it? Is it a mortuary or wasn't that where
It was some kind of
house? Wasn't there bodies? Were they embalmed or something? Because they did a walker. Whoever lived there dressed a walker. Remember? But when they were in there and they were in the kitchen, and he was saying that maybe we could just stay here, and she's like, why, or something like that, and he's like, I don't know, and she's like, well, how, you know, why? And he's like, and he gives her that look, and she says, oh. I thought when that happened that he was saying, because I like you and I want us to be together.
Right.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But it was so vague
And now I can't remember because there was a time when he started drinking again, right? Or they found some alcohol. Or
oh yeah, there was, yeah. Well, she remember that mess about her I want to get drunk.
Yes.
And so they go off. You in a post-apocalyptic trying to survive, but yet, oh, I want to get drunk. And I was so angry about that. It didn't add. The only thing I think it added to the story was the fact that we learned more about Daryl.
And where he was from, and
and
that he no longer was drinking for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that we learned about where he came from and all that. That's the only thing I thought came out of that. But other than that, and I didn't like the idea of Beth and Daryl being together because he's like in his 40s and she's what?
Yeah.
And there she's like 17.
Yeah.
So it didn't make any sense. So I don't even know why they tried to do that. But
and Daryl doesn't even seem to be the kind of person that would go for somebody so much younger. Like, I don't know, he just doesn't seem that kind of person.
Yeah. But I did think in that one scene that he was insinuating that, but maybe it wasn't. Okay, so you get those two, and then you have Tyrese, Mika, Lizzie, Judith, and then Carol. And at some point, Carol joined them, and that is when Carol said, "Look at the flowers."
Oh yes, yes.
Look at the flowers. Look at the flowers.
Well, I'm gonna have to. I mean, that girl was. Oh, you can't. In the post-apocalyptic world, you cannot be that mentally deranged. I mean, you can, but nobody's gonna group with you because they're gonna be scared that you're gonna kill them in the middle of the night. Because what's to say that that cute little girl wouldn't come and stab you in the head?
Yes, because
Because she's gonna make you.
She's not gonna stab you in the head.
Oh, that's right. Because she wants you to
turn. Because she said, "Well, I didn't touch her brain."
That's right.
Yeah, she did say that.
Yes.
But so she had to be put down.
I'm gonna say yes. It had to be done.
I guess she did have to be put down.
In fact, she kind of did it too late. Because she had already killed
but
the sister.
So you're thinking that she should have been killed before that? Because she hadn't done anything. That would be straight murder. That would be murder.
But I think the night before the little girl kills her sister, there's indicators when they're talking
that she's gonna do something
horrible, and it seems like somebody should have asked more questions.
Yeah, should have, especially when she said, "I know what to do."